When I think of camp, I think camp means love. There's no love other than, like Camp Kesem people. There's a special, different kind of love. A love where people genuinely care about you and they want the best for you. And nobody else outside of Camp Kesem can understand it. I truly believe that.
A surprise in a darker time that is like a little point of light in kind of like a darker world has definitely brightened up my life.
I think camp means something different for me every summer. Like I come for different things, or I come every summer and it's like I get something different out of it. It's helped me cope with my lack of memory of my dad. It's helped me cope with my dad's, like losing my dad to begin with. It's helped me cope with things throughout the year. It's helped me cope with things at home. Like I get something different out of camp every year, so camp means something different to me.
I feel like I've always bottled things up, and I can express like who I am and who I want to be at Camp Kesem.
Camp means family to me. It means comfortability. It means having a safe space to go to talk about anything. It means laughter. It means love. And every other good thing in between.
Camp is family. I never thought I could get a second family outside of my family unit that I felt like I could tell things to that I hadn't said to other people, or have people come to me with problems that you want to get at, a school or even from your family members at home. Camp's a family.
Massey Games is so much fun. Every single year. It's awesome. And then last year I hurt my knee, so Kit Kat gave me a piggyback ride, even though I was covered in pudding.
I guess my memory from camp is just my first time getting to camp, right? Like this was back when we only had 30 campers, and we got to camp, and not even camp, we got to drop off because they used to bus us to and from. We got to drop off in DC, and we were walking up the stairs to go into the building, and this counselor comes out and she's running down the stairs. She's about to go do something. She introduces herself with her real name first and then goes, "But my camp name is Tofu." And I just remember thinking to myself, what kind of camp is this? I was 8 and I was what kind of camp, do I get to choose a camp name? All this stuff. And obviously I learned that I did, but I think my favorite camp memory is just that.
At the end of both Massey Games I've been a part of, Tiger and I have exchanged tubes of glitter that we have dumped on each other's heads, and it's kind of become a thing. So last year he got me, and this year I have poured a whole tub of glitter on top of his head, and I think next week we'll probably get each other at the same time.
My favorite memory from camp was the year I met my other half. It was the first day of camp, and in walks this little 12-year-old, I think, and she was looking kind of scared. And I just went up to her and I said, "Hey, I'm Piglet," and kind of escalated from there, and now we're really close.
During empowerment ceremony, my first empowerment ceremony that I've ever went to, and I really wanted to say something because I was taking pictures throughout the whole weekend. I just wanted to say how resilient I think all the campers were for just going through their everyday lives, but then just having so much fun during the week of camp. I was on the verge of saying something, but I really couldn't find the right moment or anything, but I looked over to a fellow counselor named Couch. He pointed to me, and I was able to say what I wanted to say to you guys at Empowerment, and I started crying too because I just felt all the love right there.
Empowerment At first it seems a little awkward, but once like people get going, everyone just supports you, and it's so great to let everything just sort of spill out of you.
Empowerment is an incredibly helpful and an incredibly important thing for the campers to experience. I think it's something that really makes a difference. It's part of what makes camp really camp, and it helps, make everyone a stronger person, and it makes the bonds much closer.
Obviously, during empowerment, people can speak in their own free will. It's encouraged, but it's not mandatory or anything.
Empowerment is actually my favorite part of camp, and it's hard because like when asked what your favorite part of camp is, like you're not really gonna say like, oh, it's the time we're all sitting there crying, like bawling our eyes out and showing our stories, because camp isn't meant to be a grief camp. But I think empowerment's so important because you learn like why people are the way that they are, and like you cannot like somebody in your unit, but then find out something about them during empowerment that you're like, wow, this makes so much sense now. And empowerment is also just this time where like you're reassured that you're all here for the same reason, and you hear something, and yeah, it triggers a memory, but at the same time, like thank God somebody is here and relates to that, because here I was not thinking that I was the only one, but feeling like I'm dealing with this on my own.
Decided to do camp based on a friend's recommendation of watching a video that explained what Kesem was and what Kesem did for people. Cancer's affected my family many times and in different ways, and I've worked with Relay for Life in the past and just really seen what this disease can do to people, and felt that it sounded like a great experience, and it was one of the best things that I've ever done.
Well, my buddy Tiger talked me into it, and I've been part of different summer camps my whole life. So I figured if I could, work at a camp that he said was a really good time, I should probably join it. And I was hooked as soon as I went to my first camp event.
I had a couple friends in it, and I actually learned about the organization when another org I was a part of partnered with Kesem for a fundraising event. And I had kind of heard about it around GW's campus, and I didn't really know about it until I sat down with one of the counselors, and I was just kind of like, what do you guys do? And they told me, and I kind of knew I wanted to be here and help out.
I remembered seeing Camp Kesem at my school organization fair, and I decided to sign up to see their emails. And over the summer, after I finished my first year of college, I received an email saying that they needed a photographer for camp, and I was like, why the heck not? I'm free. I'll just sign up. And it turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life.
It's helped me get a better perspective on life and become a bigger person. I've worked at summer camps, like I said, but I've never been in a place like this. I think that it's helped me expand my horizons and become a better person just in general.
I've been trying to do self-improvement in a major way for about 4 months. For a long time, but like serious about it for 4 months. And definitely being here is part of self-improvement and part of maintaining better mental health and that sort of thing. I have pretty much chronic depression, and it's been like 8 years. So being here is helping me get through that continually.
I have a really hard time expressing my emotions. And when something bad happens, I just kind of shut down. And camp has really helped me to open up and get a better hold of my emotions. And it's just a place where I can feel again. And basically, I can cry without fear of being judged. And it's just a really good time for me to be able to be an emotional child that I am.
All the wonderful people that are here, and becoming friends with so many people, especially starting last year, since it was my first year. I knew some people, but I didn't know everyone, counselors and campers, and just getting to know everyone, even in little ways, and then being able to build upon those relationships this year has been kind of my favorite memory and favorite thing about camp so far.
This is, I'm home away from home away from home.